Dustin Walton? How'd that go down from your point of view?
No, Dustin came in Saturday morning right before we were set to practice and said, he thought he was going to leave. And at that time, I said, we were already dressed. I said, listen, you probably ought to just finish it. We have 3 practices left. Go ahead and finish spring practice. Because I knew he was going home right after that. It was Saturday. I just met his dad last Saturday. I knew his dad said he was extremely happy. So I just wanted to let him kind of ride it out, try to get last 3 practices in. A lot of times young guys change their mind. But he went home. Then later that afternoon, I think the only person I told was Bob DeBess, that Dustin was probably going to leave, that we talked about him just finishing practice. So he went ahead and practiced Saturday, drove home after Saturday's practice, and then kind of announced, I guess, on Facebook later that afternoon that he was leaving and that his decision was made. Then he came in to see me today, and I said, listen, now that you've announced you're leaving, it's obvious you've made up your final decision. It's best that you just go ahead. There's no sense finishing practice now. So I just wanted to give him the opportunity to maybe, have some time to think about it, get home, talk to his family. And he made his decision to leave. So I wish him nothing but the best. He's a guy that's had some issues since he's been here. And, if that's what's best for him, best for his family, then, he's got my release to go wherever, he has a chance to be successful.
Is that a problem going forward?
Yeah, I mean, it's concerning. It is. Obviously, we got to the end of the high school recruiting. We tried to recruit a couple quarterbacks. We didn't get them. Rather than drop down and just take a guy, we thought we could make it through the season, wait till, maybe January, bring in a quarterback or 2. And we're still kind of in that same situation. We've been pleased with, obviously BR, I think, has had an excellent spring. Cole Gauchi has really come on the last few practices, and Vega is everything we thought he was going to be. So, we still have our top 3 guys the way it was on the depth chart for the last couple weeks. It's just that we're unbelievably thin. We don't even have a walk-on quarterback for any kind of a scout squad. So it's like it is at a lot of other positions. It's just so thin. But hopefully we can make it through the season. And then in January we're going to have a lot of scholarships. Because we're going to be well below the limit. So rather than just go take a guy. It's not how many guys you have. It's making sure you have the right guys. And I think we've made a lot of progress towards that.
Dustin said he didn't feel like the offense was a good fit for him. Do you see that?
Yeah, he's probably right, quite honestly. He made some progress. But, our offense is what our offense is going to be. And, what we ask of players on and off the field is what it's going to be. And it's not for everyone. Certainly our offense is kind of unique. So, bottom line, he's probably right. But there were some other things involved in his decision too. And, I wish him the best. I hate to see any player leave. I hate to see him leave because he's made a lot of progress both on and off the field since I first came here in December. I knew he liked it here. I knew he liked everything going on. But, he's in kind of a unique situation in some other areas as well, and it's probably best for him that he goes, quite honestly.
Did you scrimmage tonight?
We played it like a game. We didn't take it all the way to the ground, but we let the coaches call it unscripted. We moved the ball. From an energy standpoint and from the sound of sounding like college football is supposed to sound, I think tonight was probably our best practice, to be quite honest. Maybe they're like Secretariat and they smell that finish line right now with only 1 practice left. But, tonight was probably the most consistent enthusiasm we've had across the board. So, anytime you can finish getting better in these last couple practices of college football, you feel pretty good because, obviously these guys sense the urgency. And we've got 1 more practice, and, it's good to kind of end on a positive here.
You got pads on Wednesday?
We are, yeah. Same kind of practice we had tonight, same time. Okay?
Can you talk about what kind of camp Tim Foley has had?
Tim Foley has, quite honestly, probably exceeded my expectations. You know, he's a guy that has really good quickness. He's smart. He doesn't take wasted steps because of that. You know where he's going to be. He's dependable. I've been very pleased. I mean, Tim Foley's in the mix to play a lot of football for us. You know, the next step for him, and he knows it, is, you know, there's 5 freshman defensive backs coming in. But Tim Foley's done everything he can do this spring to prove to me that he's a guy I trust. And I expect Tim Foley will play a lot of football this fall. I mean, I'll take guys like Tim Foley anytime I can get them. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, guys.
Appreciate it.